Okay, but anyone that looks you up on the internet, well, mostly it comes up that you're now listed as a para dressage rider. So you're back on the horse. Is that I assume is it professionally or semi-professionally, or is it just a hobby thing?
Um,
Well, is there any money in it? That's what I need to know.
no, 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 no.
Is there any funding even for that sort of thing?
It's a lottery funded,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
You were very lucky to be on the world class team.
Yep.
Um,
So let's rewind it. So how did you suddenly become a dressage rider? That was nothing you did before, was it?
No, no, no. Because I fell off and um,
you did a competition, didn't
yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Dressage competition, and you were talent spotted, weren't you?
Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who was talent spotting?
I don't know. I don't know. Pass.
So where did the idea for dressage come from?
Well, saved me jumps because I put the jumps up and
Is that what you were threatening to do?
no,
It was the safest option, wasn't
yeah,
it? You
yeah,
still
it was
wanted
the
to ride.
safest option for me really because the right hand side, I not so good on this right hand side, and I could go over the front, but
You decided to give dressage a go,
yeah,
didn't you?
yeah,
And we researched different rein systems
Yep.
and stirrup systems, which would help you on your dressage journey.
And you've also beaten able-bodied
yeah, yeah,
riders at level stakes, basically.
yeah, yeah,
You do a lot of able-bodied
Yeah.
competitions, don't you? And
yeah,
you do really well.
and I nearly got into the Olympics in 2012, but Natasha got one better than me, and she got into the Olympics. So, and I was second. So,
It's due to points, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah.
And
But you've represented Great Britain in
Yeah,
other events. What events
I
were
went
there?
France. They had a para. Because I was grade 2. Because because my mum was work and all that, and I won 3 in France, and I got 3 in France, wasn't it?
yeah,
And
you won for Devon, didn't you? Competed for Devon
yep,
and won for Devon.
and that was able-bodied. Competed for Devon and won that. And
So how long have you been doing it?
it's about
Yeah.
15 years, I expect. Yeah, 15 years. So we had the Roddy doing
You had run him out first, didn't you?
no, I had Radamanthus first. He was the one that took France. Then we had Roddy. He was the one that came to your wedding.
And you won Devon
Yeah,
on that one,
on
Roddy.
Roddy. Now he's retired, and I've now got a 7-year-old Frankie. He's 17 and 72 and Irish.
So with the dressage horses, I mean, obviously they have to be trained to be dressage horses. So are you involved with that training process, or do you just get them ready, sort of made, and then you get them to go through their stuff?
You do it as well, don't you? You and your mum
Yep.
in the arena. We're lucky to have a arena.
I go and arena across the road.
And you have someone come and train you, don't you?
Yeah. But we're too far down. Well, he says too far down, but
For all the dressage training,
Yeah. for
There's
the,
not many dressage trainers in this area, is
No,
there?
no.
Right. And it's I understand it's not necessarily all about your talent. If you get that place that you'd like in the Olympics, you've got to have. I mean, I was told that you need to have a team and a lot of money behind you and stuff. So it's not you need backing to sort of do these things. How does that work?
You need a team. We've got you and the kids and
Yeah.
mum and
Sponsors.
dad, and we've got sponsors of
You've been very lucky, haven't you? Your sponsors have been behind you all the way.
yeah, Injured Jockeys Fund,
Your
really
biggest
good.
one. Clinic.
Classic Haynes. See me with a walking stick, which I haven't got. Broomicums, some minerals for the horses. Ryan, this is
Your farrier.
Ryan Easterbrook farrier.
Waterman.
Waterman's is just that's about.
So it's where you talked about your team. You got Marie. You married. You've just celebrated your 11th wedding anniversary.
That long?
Yeah.
That long I've been
I
married?
was stalking you on Facebook. Yeah, so you've been married since. You've got 2 children.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grace and Isla.
So I'm assuming you keep them well away from horses, do you?
Oh yeah, all the time. Grace, really good.
They both love horses,
Yeah,
don't
they
they?
both love horses. Grace likes.
Grace is very much like you, wants to follow in your footsteps, doesn't she?
She wants to be a jockey, but I don't know.
But I mean, in all serious, we're laughing about it, but in all seriousness, I mean, you've been unlucky and suffered an injury, because of horse riding. How do you both feel, especially you as well, Marie? I mean, how do you feel when you see your precious children on the back of a horse, knowing that what could possibly, if they were very, very unlucky, sort of happen to them? Is it?
No, kick on, kick on,
Yeah.
straight
Trouble
on.
is, as much as you want to wrap them up in cotton wool, you can't. You've got to let them do what they want to do, and if anybody's an inspiration to them, it's Edward and
you.
wow. And they're just 2 very lucky girls to have pony each and be able to go out and do what they can do on their ponies. And
You.
most fathers can run the sports day race with their children, but unfortunately that's one thing Ed can't do. But he can get on a horse and ride out with his children, and that's just
More than they
an
can
amazing
do.
thing to be able to see, to be honest. And yeah, it is a worry, especially Edward being on a horse, but it is what it is, and it's what keeps him fit, healthy, and going, really, isn't it?
Keeps me going. Has to be sat back in my wheelchair with getting fat and no kids and no wife and.
Yeah.
I think you're an inspiration to a lot of people as well. And,
Yeah.
And the girls, they've grown up knowing about disability, which I think a lot of children aren't aware of disabilities. And Grace and Isla are, they're kind-natured, aren't they? When they go up to the Injured Jockeys, they're in the gym helping all of the other jockeys up there as well, and encouragement, aren't they,
Yeah.
to them, and which I think is brilliant.
And AP is the new.
Well, yeah.
I mean, and that's one thing we mentioned, I didn't mention before when you're up there. I mean, I can imagine that you're obviously very, very strong-willed, happy, positive person, but I can imagine that some people possibly go the other way. Do you sort of talk to them and?
Yeah, there has been occasions, hasn't there, where there has been a few jockeys that haven't been able to come to terms with their accidents, and they tend to call on you, Ed, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Because your nature and everything and how you've handled your accident comes across really well, and it helps encourage other jockeys. You know, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you
Yeah.
know, everyone's recovery is different.
Yeah.
And you know, things will get better. It just takes time, and at the end of the day, life is what you make it, isn't it?
And life being what you make it, you're still a relatively young man, Edward. So have you got any ambitions that you've yet to fulfill? Anything you've set your targets on that is going to drive Marie mad?
Just keep aim high and go for it.
And get out with your Frankie in the summer,
Yep.
more dressage.
Yeah. More dressage, more dressage, and
Back on the hunting field, I
yeah,
expect.
hunting with my.
Which I always say to him, no jumping, Ed, and then, oh no. And then you see pictures all over Facebook of Edward jumping logs. And
Well, on that note, I think we better draw it to a close. But Edward and Marie, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you
an
very much.
inspiration. I've got to say, I'm sure a lot of people watching it will think the same thing. So thank you both very much for talking.
Thank you.
thank you very much.